Once I was in a grocery store, and I was just in the checkout line waiting to check out, and there were several people in front of me, and conversation was taking place, and it had political nature about it, and a very opinionated person talking about the current administration. Quite critical, making judgment calls concerning decisions that had been made. And as I listened to the critique, I got to thinking, and I said, people who don't know the backstory of things, they don't know why decisions were made, what all type of information was available, and the things that a leader had to consider to make assessments, to make decisions. And you see, I find that to be a very, very important thing from my perspective, that I don't do a lot of thinking about why they did what they did, because I don't know all the facts. I don't know. Wasn't there. Don't have the information that people have who are in leadership. But the truth of the matter is that leadership is influence. If you are a person who is thrust into a position of leadership, then you are a person who has other people's lives in your hand, and it doesn't matter if it's a small position of leadership or another. Whatever it is, you have to make decisions that are going to affect people's lives and their safety, lives concerning loved ones. I mean, all of those things are a part of the decision-making process. And it's awfully easy to be, the expression is the Monday morning quarterback, sitting in your recliner, making a comment about a decision that an athlete made in a time of pressure when you're not experiencing that pressure. And so it goes on and on and on. So I think about people in history, and I love history, and I love to read about history. I always like to know what brought a person to that place and time to make that decision. And of course, I love to read about our American presidents and why they did what they did and why they do what they do. And sometimes it becomes quite fascinating. But I also love to read stories of the Bible. One of my favorites is King David, a young man who was thrust into leadership at a very, very young age and had some very, very serious decisions to make along the way. So we're going to spend a week just talking about some of the decisions that young David had to make. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.